happened at the beginning of the scrimmage?
Came out flat, yeah. We came out flat, maybe sluggish, changing the schedule, coming in today, it was a whole different routine. But it's why we also designed it that way too. Coach Satterfield's got a great plan and trying to change it up, make things different, game-like and all that. And I think it's a good lesson for our guys and a good learning situation to help them really mentally prepare for, the opener.
But you have to be happy with the way they responded, because they could have hung their heads and had a bad day.
For sure, yeah. Our guys bounced back, absolutely. Yep, proud of their effort. We've got to clean some things up, clearly, but proud of our guys' effort overall. Collectively played really hard.
Playing a lot of defensive line, and some of that is out of necessity, but is that a good thing for some of these younger guys?
Yeah, absolutely is. We're actually, you probably know, we're playing a lot of guys in a lot of different spots today, all over, doing that by design. We've got several freshmen getting a lot of time too. Those guys are getting valuable reps and improving, and the theme really, we have consistently told our guys we're going to need every one of them. I don't know a guy in a black jersey today that we're not going to need at some point this fall. So today's a great lesson for them, absolutely.
You had 3 freshmen along that defensive front.
We did.
Together quite a bit today.
Yeah.
Does that give you gray hair thinking about that?
You know what? Those kids are all big and strong, and they're working really hard. And all 3 of those kids are improving every day, honestly. And we got to be proud of them for sure, because that's not easy. We were mixing them in with all the different groups, and they're playing hard and playing with a good attitude. And if you do that, you'll have a shot, we think.
It seems like Minkins and Canteen are really starting to play without thinking, to play fast. Have you seen an improvement over the past since camp started?
We have. I honestly think all of our guys have improved. We've got to clean some things up in some situational football, in my opinion, whether it be down and distance, certain areas of the field, different things that way. But Josh has had a really good camp. He's made a lot of plays. He's instinctive. He's smart. He's very poised. That helps him. Derek's really the same way. We've got a really good group of safeties, I think. We've got to keep them all healthy. We're going to need every one of those guys, too. So it's a unique position. They've got to cover people and they've got to tackle. So it's a lot.
It looked like Jonathan Thompson was all over the field today. What does his success just speak to the depth? And
Sure, yeah. And 2 things with John. One, he would have gotten some quality snaps last year, especially towards the end of the year, which, experience is something you can't make up or replace. You either have it or you don't. So he got some great snaps in Big 12 games. He's a very sharp guy, understands football, and he had a good spring, and he's really built on that here this fall camp.
How have you seen Jordan Young grow from when you first got here to now?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Jordan, he had a tremendous summer, maybe even better than what he had this spring. I thought he had a really good spring. He had a tremendous summer, and he was a really good leader for us this summer. My time around Jordan has been absolutely a joy, honestly. He's worked really hard. He's led his position. He was a leader in his crew through the off season. He's competitive. He's improving with what we're asking him to do with his technique. And if he continues to do that, he'll be a steady player for us.
Bartlett and Golday in that Mike spot. You guys are going to use that spot, it sounds like, in a lot of different ways. How are those 2 guys acclimating themselves?
Yeah, the linebacker group probably collectively right now is maybe as consistent of a group that we have, and with depth. And we're asking those guys to do a lot too. And they're responding, honestly. They're big and strong. And we're going to need those guys. Dingle's done a great job with really bringing that group together. Jared's a great leader. We've added some new guys there, and I think they're, taking steps every day with progress.
Were you surprised to be able to get a kid like Golday with that much talent in the spring from a lower level?
Yeah, it was, we had, watched a lot of his video and thought he was a really talented guy, and he's got the ability to run with size both, which I think that entire group really does. It's a unique group of guys, but they're explosive kids.
You're obviously used to coaching linebackers. how much trust have you gained for Court Braswell and what you've seen from him?
Yeah. Braz has done a great job. He's we're doing a lot with those guys. We're trying to change the front up. We're using guys in a lot of different ways, and they're covering guys, and they're tackling guys, and we're asking them to rush the passer. And he's built depth in that group, and really there's no ego in that group either. And that's how Braz is. He's a great guy, and has done a great job coaching those kids. Yeah,
One more for
absolutely.
Coach?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
We're good.
Thanks,
All right,
guys.
appreciate it,
Appreciate it.
guys. Yeah, thanks.